Hello, this is Lisa Burfitt. I am a complementary therapist, healer, and I also write spiritual poetry. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is called Words of Wisdom. Now, what I will be doing in this channel is sharing my poetry, but as well as sharing my poetry, I'm going to be doing a bit of a deep dive into what some of the meanings of the poetry may mean. However, there is quite a lot of different meanings that can come out, so I would be really interested in the comments. If you said any comments about what the poetry means to you and how you were affected by it. So the first poem I'm going to share and in today's video is called Sacred Divinity, which I wrote a few weeks ago. So let us start. When the world is all asunder and on Mother Earth man continues to plunder, when the dark is trying to snuff out the light, there always remains a tiny spark, because we are children of the light divine, to dive into clear skies sublime. So shine your light brighter than the brightest beam ever seen, to come from a place of love, not fear, to wipe the goggles to see so clear, when the guns are bearing down upon us, when fear surrounds us, when love seems so very far from us. This is a desperate time for all light workers to shine, and if just one lights up their cup, soon another follows and another, and the whole tribe of light workers bands together in sacred divinity. The dark starts to light up to understand their own soul's light, and thus they start to surrender to leave the fight and even join the light. So to all light workers, this is your beacon cry, your sacred alert from up high. Light up your candles, spread the spark, illuminate the shadows, cast out the dark. Remember, we all have a shadow side to work on and see, as it raises to the vibration of sacred divinity. The patterns of the old, the shadows of the soul, cast the light and heal the pain. Let your emotions wax and wane, and soon you will see a ripple effect across the globe, as one person and then another blinks and can see their own sacred divinity. Okay, so we're using the beautiful cards by Rebecca Campbell, and hopefully everybody can see that. And we're using these wonderful cards by Rebecca Campbell. I will put a link in the description. And they're called Work Your Light Oracle cards. Okay, so we're going to do, as I say, a bit of a deep dive into the meaning of some of this poetry. See what we get. Okay, so as you can see, this seems like a depiction of Mother Mary, and the inscription on the card says, how can you mother yourself? How can you mother yourself? And this really takes me to all light workers to shine, and if just one lights up their cup, soon another follows and another. Because you can't light up your cup if your cup is empty. Okay, if you're giving too much to other people. And this is very, very, very common for light workers, because we're seeing things from a higher perspective, and we're coming from a place of compassion and love, but we sometimes forget to love ourselves, to take the time to rest, to take the time that we need. And you know, if you can really come from a place of loving yourself, you'll have more to give. If you're coming from a place of burnout, you can't help anybody, can you? It's a bit like the analogy of when you're in the plane and you have to put your oxygen mask on first. Really, really important to remember that. And we are all guilty of it. It's very easy to just get caught in the moment and not to mother ourselves enough. So I think I'm going to pick 5 cards. So let's see what else comes through. Deep dive into the words of this poetry. Deep dive into the words of the poetry. Deep dive into the words of the poetry. My main guides that I'm working with at the moment are, of course, Merlin and Lady Portia, who is an ascended master, together with Lord Serenai, who is an Egyptian guide. Okay, so, and also an ascended master, but a lesser known one. So this is called the Awakening. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So again, we can go for all light workers to shine, and if just one lights up their cup, soon another follows and another. Because this is all about you awakening to your true self, to your true sacred divinity. What were you born here to do? What is your soul purpose? How can you best serve yourself and humanity? Okay, so this one is the Crumbling, which goes really nicely with the Awakening as well, because in order to awaken to your true self, part of your shadow side and the limiting beliefs and the fears and anything negative that's holding you back has to crumble. And of course, fear is a big one with all this, because we often as a species are fearful of change. And I would say that change is the biggest fear. It's that better the devil you know. It might not be very good over there, but it's better. It's a safer place to be. But we have to get out of our comfort zone. And if we don't do it for ourselves, we will get pushed out of our comfort zone. So it's really important. And we've all got areas that we need to work on. And then we've got the card of protection. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul-centered. So hopefully everybody can see that one. So protection, yeah. So again, that goes hand in hand with the crumbling and with awakening, really, because it's all about releasing past limitations, past beliefs, things that are no longer serving you. Okay, and remember that your outer life is a reflection of what's going on inside. Really important. So energy is all around us. We are composed of energy, and if things are happening externally, you can see that it is a reflection of something internally. Okay, really important. And yeah, that I'm being drawn to the part of the poetry that says the patterns of the old, the shadows of the soul. Cast the light and heal the pain. Let your emotions wax and wane. So yeah, so let it out. Let it out. Don't be afraid of shedding tears, getting angry, releasing fear. Really, really important. Okay, so that's a nice one. Next one we have is Inner Temple. Tune into the portal of your heart. Okay, so again, light up the candle and spread the spark. Illuminate the shadows, cast out the dark. Okay, so that is the work inside your body. That's your inner temple work. And that is, which does link in nicely to mothering yourself, to awakening. As you can see, there's a bit of a pattern here. And yeah, light up your candle. So to summarize the reading, we've got a lot of work internally which needs to happen to release our shadow side, to help us to move forwards, to help us to spread our light, to help us to alleviate the pain, to help us to move forward. And we've also got, what are you clinging onto, and what are you called to do? A new way of being, integration. What are you called to do? Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that little reading today, and the poetry. And if you did, if you'd like to like and subscribe my channel, and as I said, I welcome any comments about how the poetry has affected you, what the words meant to you. And I will be doing more of these videos in future.